Sierra. I'm starting out new to YouTube, and I thought I would film this makeup look for you and kind of explain how I do it step by step and some of the products that I like and used. So I hope that you like this look, and if you want to learn how to do it and see how I achieve this look, please keep watching. So jumping in, I've already applied foundation and concealer, and now I'm bronzing up my face and starting to carve out where I'll be contouring. Of course, the jawbones right underneath. Make sure that you have a consistent color. You don't want to have like all color here and then nothing going down to the neck. You don't want to have like blocks of color without blending it in further down. And I've done the blocks of color on my cheeks before I really knew what I was doing, and it did not look pretty. I thought it did, but nobody else did. Everybody would come up to me and my family and be like, Sierra, you know your makeup looks like a line. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I thought I was like rocking it, but I wasn't. For the eyes today, I'm probably going to be using two different palettes. I'm going to use the Tarte, the Amazonian Clay Matte palette. Also, BHcosmetics by Carli Bybel palette. Her original palette is what I'll be using today. These two mixed together. I'm going to go in first with, I'm just using a really fluffy blending brush. I'm going to be going in first with the Force of Nature in the Tarte Matte palette. I'll go in there pretty light-handed at first, and I'm just going to go in my crease. Start in the crease and then blend upward with this transition color. Change over to a different blending brush, one that is a little less fluffy. That way I can control where I'm putting this next shade, which is going to be a little bit darker of a shade. So what I'm going to do is go in with a Morphe single, a little bit darker, and go back in there with just a little bit underneath that shade and going in the crease. You don't want to bring it up too far with this shade, so we're just sticking to the crease, but the lower part of the crease. And it's okay that it's going on the lid, because we're going to be doing a little bit darker shade on the lid anyway, so it's okay to all blend together. And I usually sweep mine to the top corner of my eyelid towards my eyebrow. I usually do a wing out that way. It's just my preference and style. This video is going to consist of a lot of blending. I'm just darkening up that crease a little bit more. Another thing I used to do, like the contour in blocks, was have like super harsh lines in my eyeshadow. I would blend it together, but not enough. And I would have these harsh lines at the top, and I would go to school like that. And I thought it was cute, and everybody else thought it was cute, but obviously we did not know what we were talking about, because that ain't cute. For my next shade, I'm going to go in with Natural Beauty and Best Friend. These two. This one and this one. And I'm going to use a pretty dense brush. Pretty small, dense brush. To put these two mixed together all over the lid. I'm actually going to add some powder under my under eyes to prevent any fallout, because let's face it, it does. So I'm going to put a generous amount of powder under there. Okay, and this is just an angled contour brush, I believe is what it's for. But I'm just going to put it under my eyes, like stamp it in the corners. That way all your product is going to stay in the right places. Now that you can see my lines I stamped on there. Looks cute, huh? And just pack it all over the lids, blending it upward into the crease just a little bit as we go. And I'll probably go back in with just the Natural Beauty, which is the lighter of the two purples that I'm using, and then blend it upward to match my crease colors a little bit better and make it more of a flowy, smoky purple mauve color. So I'm going back in with the second blending brush I was using. Got a little bit of the leftover product, and we're just going to pick up Natural Beauty, like I said. Pick this one up with it, and then we're going to blend our packed on lid color into the crease. Okay, so I'm going to go back in with my pretty dense small brush. Back in with Best Friend, the darker mauve purple color. Pack more of that on the lid. I actually picked up two of the shades in the Carli Bybel palette, these two right here, because no offense to the Tarte palette, but they just weren't blending out like I wanted them to on the lid. So, and I know that BHcosmetics Carli Bybel palette, I know they blend out really awesome. It's probably one of my favorite palettes ever because these are like my favorite colors. So I know that it blends out good, so I just picked that up on my brush, on a different brush actually. Just a pack brush. This is actually from Unique. And again, there's just a lot of blending when you decide you're going to do a smoky eye out of nowhere. There's lots of blending that takes place in this, so just bear with me as I blend my little heart out. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist, some might say. So usually when it would take someone maybe, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes or less to like a smoky eye, it takes me like 45. Because I feel like I'm never satisfied, and I always go back in with different colors or the same color and add more or blend more of a different color that I haven't even used yet into it, and I just feel like I can make it so complicated sometimes. So smoky eyes are usually for special occasions only, because I know how long it takes me to do a smoky eye. So unless I'm really willing to put in the effort, which does not happen every day, then I usually save a smoky eye for some kind of special event. Drag the shadow down right here in the corner to my lower lash line. That way we don't have like a sharp line right here. That way it'll just fade into the bottom line a little bit better. My eyebrows are basically non-existent right now. They look great. Okay, now that we're finished blending on the top, I'm going to go in with a Veramona blending smudge brush, little one. And I'm actually going to pull from the Carli Bybel palette by BHcosmetics the two purples. And I just packed those two shades on the lower lash line. Use like a really tight brush, really flat tight brush, and I'm going to go in on the waterline with the darker shade, darker purpley mauve color in her palette, and just kind of stamp it on there. Clean blending brush and just kind of blend it upward. Next, to go in with some eyeliner, and I think I'm gonna wing it out. When in doubt, wing it out. I keep looking this way thinking the lens is over here, but it's actually over here. It's very confusing. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm gonna do brows next because they need it. That's the real challenge, is getting your eyebrows to look like sisters. Next, we're gonna go in with the It Cosmetics No-Tug Waterproof Gel Liner. Go back in with the same dense little brush, and then I'm just gonna smudge my eyeliner. top liner, I'm going in with the Best Black Gel liner. Usually I go in with like an angled liner brush. So I'm going to do a winged liner, and I can't talk for a winged liner. I just can't do it, so. So I've been thinking about doing a video for quite a while now, and I just have been too nervous to like actually sit down and film, and really not had any time to do that. So I'm now getting to it, and I'm really glad I did, because I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time anyway. But of course, there's all those thoughts that go through your head, like, will people like the video? Will I be good in front of the camera? Will I be weird to watch? And I was more afraid of, like, are people gonna like my personality? Are people gonna like the way I do makeup? You know, I know that I like my makeup, but I don't know if everybody else does. But I don't know, I was just concerned about people liking my personality or my skill set, or, you know, all these different things. But, you know, nobody's you, so I thought I would go ahead and put myself out there and be me and do makeup the way I do makeup and the colors I like and things like that, and see how it went over and see if people liked what I put out there. Just give this whole YouTube life a whirl, see how it went. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to use a pencil brush, a really small one, it's really cute, to highlight my brow bone and then the inner corner as well.
So for the inner corner and brow bone highlight, I mixed the matte off-white and shimmery pink colors together.
Next, I'm going to curl my lashes. I usually always curl my lashes if I'm not using false lashes. I've been kind of using both the Tarte Lights Cameras lashes, or Lights Camera lashes. I've been using it, and then also I've been using the Loreal Voluminous Carbon Black. I really got in there with the mascara so that my natural lashes would look, let's see, there we go, would look better, a little thicker and longer, since I'm doing such a dramatic look. I'm going to go back in with the multitasking brush by Real Techniques, which I love. And I'm going to do a little bit more of a detailed, like, bronzy contour. So I'm going to start at the top of my ear right here. So I start right about there, and then I take it to about right there, like the corner of my eye. And used to, I would bring it all the way into right here, and that's when I used to have like the blocks across my face like I was talking about. And again, I thought it was like, oh, I thought it looked so good. You know, I was doing the new makeup trend. It was not good. It was not good. I'm not going to my temples. Some people do. I don't want to. I want to add a little bit of highlight there. That way it kind of draws attention this way. Use this contour brush, and it's by BHcosmetics 127. I'm going to use this again, and I'm going to sharpen up my contour and my bronze on my cheek. Once I go to sweep it off, I use another really fluffy brush. It doesn't have any product on it, and this is also by Real Techniques. Just easily dust it away. And it cleans it up. I'm going to go in with some blush, and I'm actually using the Morphe, I think it's 9N, yes, the Morphe 9N palette. Whoop. This one right here, and this one right above it. I'm using a super, super dense kabuki brush. Give it a little smile. And put it right on the apples of your cheek. And with this, I usually pat this on and then sweep. Like pat a little bit, sweep right here. Don't use too much, because these palettes are like super pigmented, which is awesome, but just be careful. Don't use too much, because I made the mistake of just smacking it on my face, and I had, oh boy, it was bad. I had to like go back and buff it out like forever, and it still looked bad. So I've been using like 2 different brushes to do my highlight. I do like a fan brush, which I do like the fan brush, but sometimes I just want to switch it up. This palette, it's definitely been used, it's dirty, but I've been using this palette, these 2, quite a bit, and my nail dug real good into that one. And I usually go back over it with some of the BHcosmetics Carli Bybel palette, like her 2 lightest shades. I'll usually go back in with those. If it's too dark, well much.
That's good.
I feel like I'm sufficiently highlighted everywhere. Maybe my chin a little bit. Okay, and to finish everything off, I'm going to do some lips. I really am going to go check the mail and see if my new BeautyCosmetics matte lipstick came in or not, because I really want to use it. So I'll be right back. Okay, so it did come in the mail. I got the new, well, it's not new, but it's new to me, Nude Hydro Matte BeautyCosmetics lipstick. Let me swatch it. Oh yeah. I'm actually going to go in first with my NYX lip liner. It's in Mauve. In with my Hydro Matte. Let me get a little closer. So here is the complete look.